To her surprise, Catherine woke up in the middle of the night and found her bedside gun missing. Looks like her plan is a total mess. She urgently needs to team up with Sean to form a heist co-op to target the upcoming Golden Mask exhibit. She secretly got Bedford Palace's code, found a generous buyer for $40 million. Though Sean planned to swipe the mask, he was suspicious of Catherine's sudden emergence. So Sean decided to meet Catherine at the hotel at 9 a.m. tomorrow to assess and consider collaboration feasibility. Bright and early the next day, Sean took Catherine to an antique shop, handed her a fake gold card, and told her to snag a $200,000 vase while the owner was distracted. If Catherine pulled it off, she'd be allowed to team up with Sean. However, when the shopkeeper presented the vase, Catherine immediately recognized it as a fake. But to complete her mission, she played along and pulled out the credit card, only to have the shopkeeper instantly change his tone and pull a knife on her. Just then, Catherine spotted a secret on the vase's bottom, so she pretended to surrender and then smashed the vase right onto the shopkeeper. The secret tape on the vase bottom appeared, and Catherine sped away. Before she could explain, pursuers flashed in. Sean hit her hard, then kicked into getaway mode. Then, she pulled off a scorpion's tail maneuver to shake off the pursuers, but the recovering shopkeeper fired back instantly. But it was all too late. The two successfully escaped. Such an exciting plot definitely needs a boyfriend to watch it with, so hurry and grab a partner. Here, you can take control of your choices and watch movies with someone you like. Missing out on this would be a shame. No, I didn't miss out. Oh, good kid. Catherine handed out the film, and Sean revealed the truth. It turned out this film contained the security layout of Bedford Palace. Instantly trusting Sean, upon arrival, she retrieved Catherine's lost clothes from the trunk. Turns out it was Sean who took her luggage yesterday, but her suitcase was still missing. After some questioning, Sean finally revealed its whereabouts. She had tossed Catherine's suitcase into the hotel security room, containing one of 5 super chips snatched from a tech company, worth $20 million. Not only that, but she also made an anonymous call to the cops and sent a few pictures of Catherine spying on her from outside the building. Who would have thought Sean would counter before the plan even started, leaving Catherine completely off balance? He instantly disrupted all of her careful planning, leaving no time to consult Old White. She followed Sean to a castle on a deserted island. This was the real thief's secret hideout. Sean led Catherine to her room, but with only a view of the ocean and no internet access, she resolved to regain control with. However, her little scheme didn't escape Sean's keen eye. He quickly laid down the law. Work is work. She does her thing. He does his. If what we want to do starts to look like the task at hand, then we might just find ourselves in hot water. The next day, they examined Bedford Palace's floor plan, and Sean suggested going solo. As long as Catherine delivers the security code, she'd get a slice of the pie. No way. Catherine thought Sean's suggestion underestimated her skills, so she revealed her secret. She once dragged that Rembrandt painting down 20 floors. To prove her point, she started doing gymnastics, leaping onto the rafters. But just as she was enjoying her moment of glory, Sean calmly presented the very painting she had worked so hard to steal. Just moments ago, so full of herself, Catherine was left speechless, as Sean had been on to her the whole time. After she packed the painting into the trunk, he had intercepted it first. This left the once proud Catherine utterly stunned, and she had to agree to fully cooperate with Sean's plan. She then began comprehensive training under Sean's guidance, after countless attempts. Catherine reduced the time to pass the infrared grid to 3 minutes. To thank her, Sean gifted her a haute couture outfit. But Catherine didn't have a return gift. So she asked Sean to wait just a moment while she rode her bike to the nearest town. But she wasn't really going out to buy a gift. She was using a public phone to report to Old White. Do you think you can still accept this deal? Heard, I know how to win. I'll give your method a try. Okay. But all of this was within Sean's calculations. Through listening devices in the castle, she quickly learned the situation, but chose silence. It wasn't until they successfully got the golden mask that Sean tore off his disguise, and the truth came out. Work is a secret. And here's the scoop. No, don't play with fire. Catherine was no longer keen on trusting him. At the critical moment, Catherine drew her dagger and fought her way to the surface for a chance to explain. She told Sean she didn't care about the stolen painting, mask. She stole them for an $8 billion deal. But she couldn't manage it alone and needed Sean to work closely with her. And just like that, Sean and Catherine made their way to Kuala Lumpur, where the $8 billion business she spoke of was the International Money Exchange Bank at the top of the tree. Because of the millennium, the bank had to conduct a full security check right before the turn of the century. 30 seconds before 12, the bank will shut down its central processor for testing. What they needed to do was capitalize on that 30 seconds to connect to the bank's central processor. Transfer small amounts from each account into Catherine's prepaid account, and if they succeeded, they'd snag at least $8 billion. But to enter the bank's control room, the first step was getting the bank president's retina. The purpose of stealing the painting and mask was to partner with local gang buyers to get the bank president's retina info. Time was of the essence, so Sean rushed off to scout the Twin Towers solo, while Catherine was busy tracking down the gang buyer with the painting and mask. She successfully obtained access passes and security codes for the top of the Twin Towers, but just as she was headed back